What is up, wrestling fans? Tony Mango here, welcoming you to another edition of the Internet Wrestling Community Outreach as part of the Smark Out Moment Smack Talk podcast for the week. We're going to be starting things off with the Smark My Words fan-submitted comment that wins, and the winner this time around is actually going to be kind of just a shared thing, so I didn't really bother putting all this stuff up here because it was a couple of different examples between Silent Wind of Doom and Wago in particular for the Mega Maniacs chat during our Monday Night Raw live chat that we had going on with the Facebook group. Some nice back and forth about caps lock being important, Woman Waynes and the Royal Rumble. Then we've got Wago pointing out the way that Undertaker for some reason says rest in peace. He follows it up with a bunch of noises and stuff. You know, that rest in peace. Like a fucking garbage disposal or something weird's happening there. So the fact that he typed out, I was busting out fucking laughing. And that whole thing was more entertaining to read the thread that was going on there than it was to watch some of the segments on Raw. So that's for sure. Big thanks to everybody who left comments, not only there, but all over the other place on YouTube, Twitter, and so on and so forth, including that group itself. If you don't know what that is, I've said it week in and week out, so you should know by now, but I just mentioned it a minute ago, but it's facebook.com/groups/the Mega Maniacs. We do live chats for the shows. We do different things throughout the week. We post bullshit memes and stuff like that. So if you are on Facebook and you want to have fun by doing this kind of stuff like that and keeping in touch with us throughout the week, that's where you're going to find it. Next week is going to be the January mailbag special, so start sending in your questions, whether it's wrestling related or not, they want us to answer. You can do so by tweeting at SmarkOutMoment with the hashtag mailbag, or leaving an email through the contact form of the website. Whatever you want to pick our brains about, send it in, and hopefully we'll get around to answering it. If you want to help the growth of Smark Out Moment, there's a couple different ways that you guys can help us out. You can donate money directly with the PayPal, the YouTube fan funding module, or through our Patreon account. You can also buy t-shirts, mugs, notebooks, and other merchandise over at our Redbubble and TeePublic shops, or you can pick up stuff on the TeePublic shop for Fanboys Anonymous or the A Mango Tees one. All that kind of stuff goes directly into funding different things and different projects in the future when it comes to the website stuff. You can also help spread the word about the website in a couple different ways. There's the Sign Me Up initiative. For that, all you got to do is go to a wrestling event and take a sign that says Smark Out Moment, take a picture of yourself holding it up at the event, and send it my way. Or you can help our social media accounts grow by liking and sharing our posts on Facebook, retweeting and following us on Twitter, giving the YouTube videos a thumbs up, subscribing if you haven't already, leaving your comments, sharing the website and the YouTube channel's content on Reddit and elsewhere on the internet, taking part of that contest that I have going up right now, which I don't have a graphic up there on here because it's not worked into the little sidebar thing, but it is a contest that we're doing right now, sponsored by fun.com. I mentioned it in the hot tags, I mentioned it in a video before the hot tags, and it's up on the website, so you can find all the information there. All that kind of stuff is going to greatly help us get our name out there and get more views, and all the other kind of stuff is going to trickle down like that, so win-win, right? And the same applies to Fanboys Anonymous. Do all that same kind of stuff. Follow the Facebook and Twitter accounts, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and head on over to fanboysanonymous.com. If you don't know what that is, that's where I post movie reviews and different things like that. So if you want to geek out with me, go ahead and join that site. And that brings us to the major topic of the video, the wrestling trivia question of the week, otherwise known as the Ask Him. Last week's question was, which title has had 2 new champions determined on January 1st? And the answer to that one was the United States Championship. The inaugural champion was Harley Race. That was on January 1st, 1975. He defeated Johnny Weaver in the tournament to win that, and then he lost the belt to Johnny Valentine on July 3rd. But the 13th champion for the United States Championship, Blackjack Mulligan, won it on January 1st, 1978. He defeated Ricky Steamboat, and then he lost to Mr. Wrestling on March 19th. So the U.S. title, 2 different champions were declared on January 1st, one of them being the actual inaugural champion. So who says what here? Peter Piccinini says WWE and ECW World. Nope, and correct on that one. Bobby Lesnar G86 says, I will take a guess and say it was either the WWE World title or the World Tag titles. Dominator39R says WWE and WCW title because fuck Vince Russo, you're a burning piece of shit. I want you and Jim Cornette to fight in a death match, you motherfucker. In Iron Sheik's voice. All right, well, I was doing that in the caps lock Bobby Lesnar voice. Bobby Lesnar also throws out a mailbag question thing. We're going to get to that next week when we start doing that kind of stuff. But let's go into this week's question. Since they were talking about movies this week and Lana being in them when they did the whole segment with Shawn Michaels and the Gavin's Sores or something, a real fucking awful looking movie, I don't know. I figured let's talk about Lana and her movie career for a minute, because when am I ever going to get another chance to talk about that for an Ask Him, right? I'm going to push back that Royal Rumble question I had for this week and do that next week instead. Apparently, Lana has been in a very popular film franchise, and not just WWE Studios films, because that's what I would have imagined. But question for you guys this week, which popular series of mainstream movies has Lana been in? If you think you know the answer or you want to leave a guess, then leave your comments below and I'll tell you next week what the answer is. That's going to do us in for this week's edition of the IWC Outreach. I want to thank you all for listening, and I want to remind you to do all the stuff I mentioned before about liking the video and subscribing and all that other kind of stuff at the end of this, because now that it's over, now you can actually go ahead and click on that stuff. So stay tuned to the channel for everything else that's coming up over the next couple of days. The next thing is most likely going to be our Smark announce table for the 1997 Royal Rumble, and then after that, possibly going to have some kind of a post-show recap review of the United Kingdom Championship Tournament. I'm not promising that yet. Kind of depends on what my schedule is looking like and whether there's actually something decent to talk about when it comes to that. I don't really know. But that would be coming up on Sunday. The Smark Announce Table, we probably would end up recording Friday, and I'll probably be posting that very, very early Saturday morning or so. But stay tuned for that kind of stuff. All you got to do is hit that subscribe button and hit that little bell notification icon as well, so that way you get notified when we do upload new things. Or you can just check the website, because that is going to be up on Facebook and Twitter and different things like that. So if you follow that stuff, then you'll get those notifications. Good luck for those that are in the contest, and I'll see you next week, everybody. This has been another Smark Out moment, and I'm being counted out.